So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hello everyone. This is Beyond the Books, and I am so excited to let you know that in the house we have Miss UNESWA, Ayanda Shabangu Umbele. But before we get right into it, I'm still your host, Lihle Dlamini. Ayanda, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How's school? How's everything?
Hectic. Very hectic, but I mean, it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So please briefly introduce yourself. Tell us more about yourself, background, what are you doing at UNESWA?
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Ayanda Michelle. Most people know me as Michelle Shabangu. About me. Yeah, guys, I'm just a beautiful girl. Who does things by the book. Who loves the Lord, and yeah, man, who's blessed and highly favored because things just happen to me. I think Miss UNESWA and whatever. Actually, I have a crazy story behind that. A very, very wild one.
We definitely want to know.
But yeah, I and Shabangu grew up at Stegi Mateta in Tungane Park. And right now I'm studying BSc in Food Science, Nutrition and Technology. Yeah, pretty much that second or third year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the story behind you being Miss UNESWA? Because I was about to ask you, Ruti, what does this title mean to you professionally and personally? But before that, take us through Ruti. Vegan journey. What's the story?
Okay. Way before Miss UNESWA, right? I had actually joined for Miss Precious, and it was my first time joining in anything with pageants. And I went through to being a top 5, but I didn't, make any title. And yeah, after that, I was like, what the hell were you thinking, Michelle? Oh, yeah. But then after that, my friend was like, we should join for Miss UNESWA. And I'm like, okay. No, she pushes me to join Miss UNESWA, and eventually I'm like, okay, let us join this thing. And on the last day, she pulls out the very same person. Lottie, I hasn't get no fun. It's mine get. And it's really crazy now. Manje. But I was like, you know what? I've always had a passion for modeling and pageants and whatever. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and see what's gonna happen. I get there and I'm like, so now I'm missing myself. Okay.
Which means the confidence has always been there, but you know what? I look good. I know I'm beautiful. So
I can say that I also went ahead with it because to me it was more of proving myself wrong, because I can get really nervous sometimes, and I was really scared because I get a lot of anxiety sometimes. I was like, let me just do this for all the girls out there, and I'm just trying to prove to anyone out there that, you can just go ahead and do what you want to do, not worry about what people are thinking about you, what people are going to say, or the outcome of whatever that you're doing. Just go there. If that's what you want, just go there and do it. So I went there. I wasn't thinking if I'm going to win or whatever. I was just, I'm doing this. They scream. They don't scream. I don't care. I'm doing this, and I'm doing it with everything in me. So I put my best effort and I went for it. And yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. So what is the feeling, Mauvanje? It's okay. Miss UNESWA wait for game. Ayanda Shabangu.
I was so overwhelmed. I paused for a very good moment, okay. Because there was a lot of beautiful girls there. A lot of beautiful girls. Some had big butts. Have you seen my butt? And big boobies, beautiful bodies, gorgeous women. I
can imagine.
And so it was a bit scary for me. But then I went there. I was like, if God really wants me to get this, I will. And I've prayed about it. It's just that thing I was saying I actually prayed that, when I get to university, I want to be thank you. I want to be Miss Precious, but then God had put me for Miss UNESWA, and maybe one day Miss Universe. Who knows?
We cannot wait for that. So also, you're doing a lot of impactful things out there. You're also part of Aneta's. This is a global organization, right, that just focuses on entrepreneurship and engaging with other students and institutions. So when you were the
Marketing
marketing,
manager.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
So how did the opportunity come about for you?
Well, I'm one outspoken person, and I'm always bubbling with ideas. I always have like new ideas. So from the moment I went there, because like I think I was marketing for the first year in university, I was first off nominated as communications, like being figure management, and then second year marketing manager, and then again first year marketing manager, and then now marketing manager. Um, I've always been that person, though, outspoken when it comes to coming up with ideas and speaking for people. And so I guess that's what made me to stand out, even though like I was like really new at the time. And I'm quite passionate about things like that. I'm always thinking of ways to better my life, ideas that other people could use to better their lives. So yeah.
That is such a beautiful personality. So far, have you faced any challenges being in such leadership positions?
Crazy challenges. Very crazy challenges. Oh my goodness, crazy challenges. Eh, betuna. Awa. No. No,
We want
it's
to know those challenges
Yeah.
and how you overcome them.
guys, it is wild being like the head of anything in any situation, because everyone has something to say about the way that you do things. And then the people that put you there, now they doubt you. They're like, I'm like, you put me here. Like, why now? Why are you being like this? But you really need to work on making sure that your mental state is always at the right place. Whatever someone says to you, you do not take it so personally, because one thing, the way people respond to whatever that you're doing is the way they reflect on themselves. So definitely like what's when I was frustrated, but to figure out now and then like what this person is probably just facing whatever thing they're facing. When I just do your job and focus on that. Like I'm telling you, being in a place where everyone has their own ideas and you have people expecting you to come up with something, with some sort of solution, it is wild. It is really wild. Because if there's no progress, you're gonna be blamed. If there is progress, it's not gonna be enough for them. Like there's always something, basically. There's just always something. But I mean, those are the things that, I believe someone needs to learn, because, no, you take me to corporate world, I'm not going to go crazy when I see a lot of things. I'm just going to be like, okay, I've been here, I've seen how this is done, and I have to always maintain like a cool, it's nothing new. You just always have to be cool and calm. And whenever you make a decision, try and put your emotions aside and listen to all the different views in the room, and then trying to find some middle or center that's going to make all these other ideas to, make this one huge, brilliant idea. Because everyone has great ideas. That's one thing that you need to know. And you need people to criticize you, because you cannot just keep doing things your way. So yeah. It's a lot of critique that goes there. A lot of people doubting you. A lot of people saying, I could have done better than you. But I mean,
let's say like at the end of the day, it's you.
Yeah, I'm the one who's here.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly. And I got nominated again for marketing manager. And I'm not going to lie. The second time I was like, guys, I cannot do this. I'm getting it. He's saying it is a poser. I cannot. And they were like, no, Michelle, if you choose to step down, everyone else will want to step down. So like, you just go ahead with it. You do not have a choice. And so, yeah, but it was really tough. It can be really draining mentally, emotionally, because there's a lot of work that comes with it. I'd see and come get my ideas, like in discussing, I know, this is the way, Someone's going to come and say, this is the way, and another one's going to say, this one, no, that one, no, this one. And, if you don't pick this one, why did you pick this one? You should have picked that one. Yeah.
Hey guys, I hope niyafunza ukuthi you shouldn't take everything to heart. Saying my chamber, no. Learn to be professional.
Yeah.
So Ayanda, you went to represent an actors. I don't know, wait, just tell us a bit about the experience. How did it go? You woke up?
Yeah. 2025 must not. Yeah, okay, so 2024, I was amongst the few that went to Astana, Kazakhstan, to represent Eswatini with our NutriPlum project, which was a very beautiful experience. I'm not gonna lie, it was so beautiful. Yo, guys, yo. Oh, by the way, let's speak ever really guys. Oh, I celebrate. They don't know black people. They're not used to black, especially in the like those Asian places, because it's like in Central Asia or something. I'm not really sure. Yo, like when I celebrate, they don't know a black person. Literally, utawe usemgaqweni ufuna kuwela and imoto iyendlula mind you. And utokhipha iPhone at drive. I was like, I'm seeing a black person. People like family yonke i-TikTok cala now, but they're not taking like it's I'm telling you, like they'll bring their kids to take pictures with you, like. And this one time, my highlight of people of like Asian people not getting used to black people. We were walking out of the mall, and like there was a group of kids who were coming in. Who were like, oh, African, like the kids screamed, African people, African, and like, and then
nice.
like they stood there like, okay, what are we supposed to do now? Yeah, it is, Shab. I'm not gonna lie, it was so beautiful.
To enjoy every moment, and I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I did, and it was not only about just being out there and whatever. It was also about learning different cultures, how they do things. You know, taking a few things. I actually learned Goguti. I don't know if I'm allowed to say white people, but like white people are unapologetic. And that is how they make it in almost everything that they do. They are unapologetic. And that's the mentality we need to have. Not compromise. Like maybe I'm selling, for example, I'm selling scones and you're like, that's 450. If your scones are like 5 rand, they're 5 rand. If you cannot buy them, go and find someone who's selling them for like, do not compromise yourself in whatever that you do. I'm telling you, you're going to find your target market. You're going to, even if you could sell a scone for like 1,000 emalangeni, I'm telling you, if Bill Gates has to come and buy that scone, he's going to come. Do not compromise yourself. And I realize that most of the time, as African people, we compromise ourselves a lot. Because there was a situation there, they had asked us to go into a certain room for discussion and whatnot and whatnot. And I think the managers of the building were not informed of us coming. And so I don't remember who the lady who was like leading the whole thing was. And so like we're already sitting down there and starting with the discussions. And this manager comes and is like, we need to get out of here. We're not supposed to be here. Like, and she was literally like being rude, like, get out of here. You need to go. You're not supposed to be here. And this woman just said, no, we are going to be here. We're supposed to be here. It was like, and I noticed only us from like Africa were ready to go without even fighting. Like we were like standing up and then we realized everyone else was like sitting down and then we sit down and let her do the talking. And she was like, we're not going anywhere. Like we're not going anywhere. And we ended up not going anywhere because she stood her ground. Like she did not let whatever idea you have to get into what she's supposed to be doing. She went on and we went on and took our time with it. Imagine. And you know, that experience really showed me a lot about not compromising yourself. Like not whatever the situation is. If you believe you're supposed to be something, you're gonna be that something and you are that something. Period.
Mind you, now that we're into this topic of not compromising, what do you say about maybe some people Labani mentality with, you know, for the sake of peace, I'm gonna compromise.
For the sake of whose peace?
Your peace?
Nah, it's definitely not your peace.
Or Uti, we continue maybe maintaining a good relationship. Maybe for this, I'm just gonna compromise because in Funa will be a peace.
But like, why am I supposed to be reshaping myself so that you could like fit in?
Yeah.
You know, I know some would say the situation depends on, you know, for the sake of peace. Like, I mean, compromise. If something really does not give you that peace that you're saying for the sake of peace, because maybe sometimes you're like, for the sake of peace, but basically like for the sake of you not having a problem with me. You like, because of, I'm not trying to have fear, because like you fear something, you're trying to be inferior and whatever. Just no. We need to get to a point where you are like, if you are wrong, you are wrong. I'm not about to break my pinky just so that you are satisfied.
I like that.
Like, I mean, why? Why do I have to do that?
Yeah.
Why can't you be the one who's trying to make the peace? Like, try to get my point. I mean, I believe, but for peace sake, you need to hear my view. I need to hear your view. And then we need to come to a point where you're like, okay, since this is like this to you and this is like this to me, how can we? If you're like, this is like, exactly. If you're like, oh no, this is like this. And I'm telling you it's like this. And you're like, no, it's like this.
And
then now I have to be like, you know what? Okay, you know what? For the sake of just clearing it out, we'll just go with that. What if we crash? And we could have came up with something that's going to make progress or whatever. Bring something even better than what you came with. Yeah, well.
So how was the food there? What were you guys eating? I'm sure, I don't know,
Yeah.
since it's Asian, maybe you're having spicy food. How was the food?
Okay, so first off, in Actors Global, there's like, I'm not sure how many countries that like go to this World Cup. There's like a lot of countries. So there's this day where it's like cultural. We all come up with like food or we dress with the culture and whatever and everything like that. So there's this time where they exhibit their food, they exhibit their clothing, they exhibit their cultural attire, and it's like a whole thing. I'm not sure, but I think it's Kazakhstan. They drink horse milk.
Horse milk?
Horse milk. They drink horse milk.
I wonder how it tastes like.
Horrible! Like, they forced me to actually drink it. I was like, are you guys sure? Horse milk? They're like, yeah. They call it, I'm not sure what they call it. Apparently, okay, there's like different types of horse milks. There's this one they use to make alcohol, like you actually get drunk when you drink it. And there's this one where they just have it for normal breakfast and you just take horse milk.
Wait, is it
breakfast.
white in color?
It's, yeah, brownish, creamish, whitish.
That's different from the milk we used to.
It is, and the taste is so horrible. I almost died. Like, you feel like like it's so horrible. Like, it's so horrible. It is so horrible. I'm never doing that again. It is, I cannot even explain it. It's so horrible. Otherwise, the Asian food, actually in Kazakhstan, horse meat is like beef for them. So maybe I ate it because like when you order, you want beef. When you say beef to them, you're saying horse. You want horse milk. You want horse meat. That's just beef for them. So I'm not sure. Maybe I ate it. I was saying it was really nice. And I really don't know. That was most of the weird thing was just that the horse milk and the horse parts being their beef, and they actually sell this horse stew. It's very expensive. Like it's actually like their whole thing. That is horse for them. Yeah.
Wow.
Outside of that, everything else is just fine. It's just that there's rice, there's no pap, they do have pasta and a lot of noodles. Yeah, just that.
So then, what was your favorite part? Like nje, good experience yonke leyo being out of the country and leli velelo.
Yeah, the collaborating with other countries. Guys, you
should
is slow. You know white people, White people, they do not wait for hours to get into a relationship. So there's this electors party that happens after like celebrating winning and all these other things, because we do a lot of things. We learn. There's a lot of learning that goes on there. They teach us about entrepreneurship, how to handle yourself, and everything, coming up with ideas so that you better your community, because mostly electors is about community. It's not about you as an individual. So as I continue with electors, I'm doing this not just for me, but for my community. There has to be change in my community. There has to be impact because there's me, right? So white people. This guy from Netherlands, now we've done all the business, and then there's the celebratory party.
Sounds like more like an after party thing.
Yeah, after the whole event, now you're leaving, you're going back wherever you came from. And me, I'm from Africa, guys. There's no way I'm kissing you in front of 1,000 people. Like, we're in this thing. And, they're actually, like, kissing, like, everywhere you're turning. Like, there's people around.
Go free. Which is something that...
You do not see that here. You do not see that. Like, you never see people kissing just you're like, they were kissing. And then this white person is like, he wants to kiss me. I'm like, baba.
Like, have you agreed with you in a relationship over looks?
No, we are just dancing. And then, okay, the first time he saw me, he told me he likes me. That's like maybe day one.
Mm-hmm.
Second day, Shem is a sweet person. He wants to take you out, buy you drinks, whatever you want. It's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are dancing. We are about to leave. Now he tells me, hey, I like you. I'm like, okay. I mean, obviously, give us our break at the generational persons. I want to join with the right person. Okay. Now we are dancing. Yeah, there's like everyone is right there. And he's like, can I kiss you? I'm like, yeah. It's like, yeah. Yeah. I just ran him. I ran for my life. I was like, why is he wanting to kiss me now?
That's very funny.
And so yeah, but I still do have his numbers,
So do you communicate currently?
We do. It's just a matter of me being brave, man. It's nice, our guys. Yeah.
Team manje shorty nje sibali ngento
guys Netherlands ngilanza sihambe semshado nami eNetherlands.
Team manje. Anyway, It's game time. We're just gonna play a bit of a game just to know you better. So I'm gonna give you two options and then you're gonna choose one. And then why do you choose that? Will just continue.
Okay.
So what would you prefer between a group assignment and solo work?
Group assignment and solo.
Mm-hmm.
Group assignment is nice because you get to chill in the corner and let them do the work.
You're that kind of a person.
No, I'm not. How? But at the same time, group assignment has a lot of drama. So me, I don't like drama. I'm many people that get to succeed like minutes with example.
So you prefer solo work?
Yeah, solo work definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Then between morning class and night study sessions.
Night. Definitely night. I'm not a morning person. Waking me up is like a full-time job. Sometimes I cannot even hear my alarms waking me up, and I'm the type of person that has like 10 alarms.
We'll figure late to go in the classroom.
How not always, like now 5 fasting figuring is cut.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big about.
So I'm guessing you love your period sleep. For sure, my weekends ulala until.
Guys, I do what him and Nkuleka every day.
What for?
Daughter. Yeah, you wanna kulema kaya pakadlala igogo futhi babi kuyavuka manje ngiyocela. And ekhaya there's no this thing ukuthi ke bafana bayacenza njengabaseteacher. Everyone is doing the same job. So if kuyacenzwa namuhla nonke niyocenza. Nangabe kuyaheshwa nonke like you tinkhonini nonke.
It's so funny to think ukuthi a whole Miss UNESWA nje nekucenza. Imagine
ndoda mina bewakhomfaka ngibamba likhaya ngilethi
kuyabonakala.
Phela ngifike eNetherlands so angathi nje sibe bakuhlukubetelana yathi sinje busho ngabe ngitinkinga nevuka ekseni nyalo ngiyalo kunetrauma ngiyala ngikhona ivuka ekseni
Like traumatized kakhulu.
Ekseni lokwa ene shamgogo bekangadlali uke ungavuki ngathi uvuka.
And for sure like Mage wa Bob wakho, not even the mother's side.
Mm-hmm. You got that one right. Yeah, but I love that woman. I mean, they do all this so that we can learn to take care of ourselves, even if we're on the outside world. Because, I have a lot of being an independent woman in me, and it's not nice. I want to be soft. I want to be soft. I want to cry and say, I cannot lift this. I carry things and I'm like, why am I doing this? There's literally someone who can help me. And I
You get used to it because then for like your father lagua as a child.
exactly. But I mean, I guess it's for the good somehow. Yeah.
When Magwendega, you feel like you're being abused, but as you grow up, you look back and be like, actually, I think I needed that because I wouldn't be this person.
That is true. It does feel like you're being abused, though.
Yeah.
But then, like, it benefits you as you grow up. You do not rely on, the type of person to rely on people to do things for you. You're able to wake up and know that, you know what, I need to make money for myself, You just wake up and be that person who wants to make change and bring change in your life and the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Between a home-cooked meal and kudla in a restaurant, what do you prefer?
Definitely a home-cooked meal.
So you love cooking?
Indeed, chef.
Yeah, but Vela, you also are involved in a baking business, which is what we're still going to talk about.
Yeah. Like, I'd definitely go for a home-cooked meal. Like, growing up, there's like my aunts, I think all my 3 aunts are chefs. So there's no way you do not know how to cook and bake coming from a family like that. And yeah, we've always had good food. And then you go to a restaurant, pay money, and then the food is like whack.
Your Asian guy is so gonna be happy having a wife. Look, but are you guys even gonna cook for sure? But like, no, that's actually chef.
No, I do not want that. I want my cooking. Like, no. Mm-hmm. What if that Asian chef is gonna put like frogs in there?
You never know.
Because like I'm telling you, there's a probability now I've eaten horse meat as beef. So he's probably gonna be like, chicken, it's frog. Now I've eaten.
Imagine. So between formal heels and comfy shoes, comfy sneakers.
I love sneakers. But I love being a model, so definitely heels.
Okay. Yeah. And between public speaking and just working on behind the scenes thing, planning and organizing.
Definitely. No, never. Planning and organizing. No, thank you, Sham. No.
Why?
No, I've had an experience there. You go crazy. You go crazy trying to put everything together. I almost lost my mind. Actually, after planning an event for EUL Charity, I experienced a type of burnout I've never experienced before in my life, because you have to organize a lot of things, organize artists, book the venue, think about what's going to be done there, put the whole thing together, organize system, organize this and that. No, it's crazy. I cannot.
Everything.
And then naso set up konke bese usethe but again, I'm not one to judge people but like so set up konke ukuthi no, the event iqala ngabo 8 ivele nje iqale ngabo 11 kwendakala kusukela ngabo 8
with time.
And then you know how stressful it is when you're like you do not know if this whole event is now a failure or a success. And then people eventually come, and then when they come now, the curfew is 12, and now they want to continue till after 12. But I mean, definitely public speaking. I love engaging with people. I love finding out what you're thinking of, why you're thinking the way that you're thinking,
Okay. So tell us about EUL Charity. You are the founder of the charity organization. Tell us more about that. Ufika njani ekutheni sengifounder charity, and also you visited some children's village in Babane. Tell us more about that.
Okay, being the founder of EUL Charity, well, my grandma, who's like basically my role model in Hindeni, she was one lot 13 growing up. Bekathengela abantwana besikolo bekangithishela ne bekathengela abantwana besikolo ecatfulo ababhatalele school fees. Sometimes that woman has a heart of gold. I love her so much. Like sometimes we will not have food because she paid school fees for a kid.
But it's the same you go.
No, it's not the like we do not have food, but you do not have those luxury eating, like you have luxury foods and whatever. Because with part of that money, like when they're like build a future and most of those kids today are actually they come back and they're like, I'm here today because you did this for me, you made this sacrifice for me.
Wow.
And growing up with that type of role model, with that type of person to set the bar for us, I've always had charity at heart. I've always and I've seen the struggles of being a student. I've seen and I've heard stories. Like I've said, I like to engage with people. And for some reason, people are comfortable telling me things. And someone would tell me, would you miss Tracy? And I'm like, if you do not have Lihle, try to eat your meat definitely. So it's really it really it is here. If there's one thing that I'm really passionate about is reaching out to people and try to make their lives better, whether by giving them ideas ukuthi yathi ukuthi yathi kunesikhala la ngifuna ngacala ibhizinisi lana ngaba nemali yabo, or maybe by just providing with what I have, sharing what I have, or starting something. Because EUL Charity, basically we receive donations from people, but mostly we fundraise for that money, and we raise money to do the little that we can, get toiletries, get donations like clothes, and we give that to people who are really in need, and what else have we done? Oh, we went on to Sunday Ngate for this children village in Babane. La Pumle village leyo, the kids there, most of them they do not have parents, or maybe sebahlala nabo gogo like lesa babatsala mama ukuthi abasakhona lokubanakekela yabo. So lapha bayabathatha babahlalise lapha. And so we located the place and we got clothes from another donations and we took it there. Because send a manual in Excess UNESWA, excuse me, Nutriplum. So so that they would have food also. But it's okay. I know man this is not spinach. And also we teach them. That is the very one thing that we do, is we teach those kids how to actually do those things. Yeah,
which is very important. So, if umuntu afuna to contribute, donate something for the kids, bendanjani, do you have maybe visibility, social media platforms?
Yes, we do. We do through Inex's UNESWA. We're still working on having EUL Charity page just be a standalone, but for now it's still under UNESWA. And yeah, you can see there's details there. There's contact details that you can get there. You can send money through e-wallet or mobile money, or not even just money. Whatever that you have to donate, we do appreciate that and accept that. Because the main goal actually is to try and piece out the struggle for food, especially UNESWA, because it can get really tough for some students. And you've seen how the suicide rate has increased. At some point it was really bad. That's when EUL Charity actually got born, and the suicide rate was so high, and there's some point where we were not getting allowances, and not everyone is getting supported by families. Some of them have to think, where am I going to get money to support myself and my family?
Yes, that's tough.
Exactly. So it was really, really tough. That phase was really dark for a lot of people. And it's so hard to focus on school when you do not have anything in your stomach. It's really hard. And you're trying to get a degree so that you can better your life. Now you cannot. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Shatu, when a woman who was very into entrepreneurship, because you have a baking business.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What do you like baking the most? Skill or setup? Did you learn, or maybe your grandmother and your loved friends is the son?
No one really taught me. I would see them bake, because there's also a baking business. They bake cakes, biscuits, scones, bed cakes, and all of those things. And I think growing up around that, no one has to teach you that, okay, you need to put this and that. Because we see that literally every day. My grandmother had a side business of actually selling this. And then my aunts, they also do the same thing. And so, yeah, well, baking and being in entrepreneurship, I've tried like 1,000 businesses before this one.
Really?
I have.
I opened
And
mine.
I would fail because you know me, I like good things. When the money comes, I remember, man, no man, there's ice cream outside. Now I'm hungry, you know? And then all of a sudden, the food that you cook is not nice anymore. Now you want panarotas. So yeah, my businesses would die a lot. But then this one is fighting this one. Now I do not eat my
So
money.
business is booming.
Yeah, it's surviving, but it will boom.
Definitely will amen to that.
Yeah.
So what keeps you like going? There's a lot of challenges you're probably facing with the charity work. It cannot be easy because as students, it's not like a focus. There's a lot going on. Who is your support system? What keeps you going?
Yeah. Okay, I'd say first off, my support system has to be God, the Holy Spirit, because you know I turn to the Bible a lot. I read the Bible and try to find out, okay, how does this like relate to my life? What is happening now and what is around me? And I always come up with a solution there. I always come up with peace, even if it's not like a solution that okay, do this, but like there's always peace that you know what, things will actually work out. Things will actually work out. I do not need to worry. And I do have a friend who's always like really there for me. Like yo, yeah. And I think what makes me and her work is because we're both dreamers. We're always thinking that, you know, one day me and her are gonna have a business internationally, big business, you know. And it helps us. You never stop dreaming. I think one thing, when I realize that now I'm feeling like I'm losing hope, I just sit down and stop dreaming. Because when you see, most of the people do not get things because they've stopped dreaming. The kinds are maybe you like a young girl, so nempana, and then her main focus is ngifuna ukukhulisa umntwana, so because you know before the baby bekanema phupho bebekafise kwafeza. And that dream dies because now you've totally forgotten about yourself. Never stop dreaming. That's one thing about me. I just always saying yeah, but now yeah, Michelle. So but
I said correct.
But you know, they always say you need to aim high so that when you fall like no corner. Yeah, but
The sky is the limit.
that you know all things are possible when you really believe. And another thing that I do is I always like I take care of my mental state. Like I'm always doing research. I do.
You also journal.
Yeah, I do. That's one thing that really helps. Journaling, best thing you can ever do for yourself.
That's just a white people thing.
It's not, I think it's not. It is not like if you could see my wall up and it's filled with all this writing. Like I journal a lot. Is this one thing that's gonna give you peace? Is waking up in the morning and pause for a moment. Not think about what is happening outside. Not think about things that you're struggling with right now. Just shift your mindset to being I'm at peace right now. I'm at peace and I'm being positive. Always set time to be positive even if you are like really struggling. That's the whole point of faith. And I keep on realizing that everything that is happening around you is here. If you believe that everything around you is falling down, there's this theory called the dominus theory. If you believe that everything around you is not working out, you keep on seeing that. You keep on saying, oh, it's a ngayithola imali yaloko so I'm failing. Usabuke lokho udela ucabanga ukuthi
When it rains, it pours.
yeah, but no. Ngisho ngabe altsani anymore. Like it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad, but because you so focus on the negative, you're definitely gonna say the negative. So you need to push and try so hard to be positive about things. That is very important. Protect your mind to always strive to be positive. Even if you see the what's here, like like better for a moment, but don't stay there. Like don't stay in a place that's like so dirty and discouraging and whatever, because you will die. You will then commit suicide because you're like everything is not working. And another thing, when you feel like your life is like really horrible, step outside to see what is happening to other people out there. You'll realize that, you know, this whole thing, I've always like, people think dramatic, never take this one like it's like serious. When you call angakhona ukudla senkwa kunabantu futhi bathi ngide ukudla njengale in 2 days. That will make you feel like I need to be grateful more and work on getting what I want, and stop complaining. Complaints only bring much more reasons for you to complain. So try and find a good reason for you to live. Try and find a good thing that can be happening for you, even in those storms. Because when it rains, yeah, vele siyanetha nje, it's so frustrating as konkwelatifo, but kuyakhula kuhlahla, like yeah, vele kunesangcotho kwenteka lokhu nalokhu, but there's always something positive that is happening with whatever that comes. Yeah.
Okay, so what is next for Ayanda, Miss UNESWA? Like, are you working on any projects currently that you can look forward to say, Miss UNESWA is busy with this?
Yes, as Miss UNESWA, me and Segelo, Mr. UNESWA, have been working on having a modeling agency here at school, which is gonna open opportunities for other people who are passionate about being models. We're hoping that one day when there's events like Luju and Bushfire and Biggest Bride, they always seek to scout for models there. And if you're able to get because they really pay good, if you're able to be able to make collaborations with them, definitely that means you're making money. For some students, they'll be able to have extra cash, even if maybe they do not get sponsorship or whatever. Now they'll be able to say, okay, at least in let's cut this. So basically, we're trying to put something like a modeling agency, and very soon, soon, it's gonna be launched, because we've done the work, we've done the paperwork behind this whole thing, constitution that's following and everything. So yeah, we're cooking something.
That's nice. We look forward. You and I look forward. So guys, what I'm picking from today's episode is that the importance of having a positive mindset. I hope that you guys are taking notes. Let's try journaling, what's in my team for better. Just have that positive mindset that's gonna keep you going. So we've come to the end of today's episode. I just need you to have final thoughts, any goodbyes, any words of encouragement to someone watching you right now and looking up to you as Miss UNESWA.
One message I can give to anyone out there is that it will get better. With literally anything that you're going through, it will get better. Tell yourself that 1,000 times if you need to, 1,000,000 times if you need to, it will get better. And it's only getting better from here. With each and every new day, it's only getting better. It's only getting better. It's only getting better. And eventually it will. And you will realize that, oh my goodness, it's actually better now. So yeah, never stop dreaming. Never stop believing in yourself. Very important for one to believe in themselves. Believe in yourself, even if you don't feel like it. That's how I ended up being Miss UNESWA. I was so scared and I was not even sure about what am I doing.
You just need to do it anyway.
Do it anyway. The only way to get whatever that you want is by actually doing it. Just do it.
Because you never know.
You never know. Just do it. Even if you fail 1,000 times, do it again. You have no idea how many times I've failed. I've failed when I've tried things. I have failed.
Failure is the best teacher there.
Failure is, I've forgotten the thing that I once journaled there. But it was talking about how pain is not the end but the beginning. Because, for example, when a woman gives birth to a baby, there's a lot of pain. But does the pain symbols the end? No, it symbols the beginning. So when you're experiencing pain, it means that is the end of a certain chapter and the beginning of something new. If you're going through something, you do not have money, maybe there's a lot of pain that goes through that you're going through at that moment. But at that moment, you're also going to be thinking, I do not want to cry about not having money anymore. That is the beginning of a new chapter. So definitely now you're thinking about, how can I begin to make money for myself? So you're experiencing that pain, but you're actually also beginning a new chapter for yourself and for your life to better yourself. So pain is not the end. If there's one thing I'd love for anyone to take, is that pain is not the end, but the beginning. Period.
Thank you so much, Ayanda. That is very inspiring.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so guys, we've come to the end of today's episode. Please ensure that you do watch Blend the Box even for the next episode and the coming weeks. As I always say, stay curious. Bye.
So back to what I was saying. Could be us.